Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a rear outside door handle on this 2000 Grand Marquis. Pretty much the same as any 98 to 2011 Grand Marquis, as well as the Ford Crown Victoria, although there may be some differences in how you remove and reinstall the door panel. Tools you'll need are flat blade screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, hammer and punch, a drill with a 3/8 drill bit, flashlight, 2 small bolts with Phillips head and lock nuts, and a wrench to hold the lock nuts.
Okay, use a flat blade screwdriver and come under here, carefully pry this up, pry it up here, and pull it right out. Okay, and now you'll need a Phillips screwdriver. Just carefully remove these 2 Phillips screws. Okay, and then use your flat blade screwdriver and go right in here. You can see a tab on the side. Pry up and pull down on one side, and then turn it over. Same thing right over here. Pry up. Okay. Okay, now you want to use your flat blade screwdriver and pry down on the top of this bezel, and then it comes out. And then there's 2 little covers here. Just pry at the bottom. Use the bottom, that way if you accidentally scratch something, it's less likely to show. Okay. And now there are 4 screws, Phillips screws to remove here, here, and then 1 down here.
And just speed up the film here as I remove those 4 Phillips screws.
Okay, once those screws are out, you're going to lift up on your panel. Okay, you might have to kind of shake it a little bit to get it out. Okay, and then pull your switch through. Okay, and your panel comes off.
Okay, slowly and carefully pull up your water shield. Be careful not to rip it or stretch it too much, and pull that up so you can access the inside of the door.
You want to come in here, and that yellow clip in. Pull that off, and pull this rod out. Okay, right in here, underneath. Okay, there's going to be 2 rivets. I'm using a punch, and I want to punch the middle of the rivets right out. That's what the rivets look like, punched out.
Now use a drill with a 3/8 drill bit and drill out the center of the rivets, as you can see me doing here. And then I'll speed up as I drill out the second one.
What comes off. Okay, before you put the new handle in, make sure that you knock the piece of the rivet out.
Okay, and what I do here is just use the drill to shave down the rivet basically to the surface of the door, and then again hit it with my punch and it comes right out.
Okay, if your door should shut, no worries. Actually, just reach in here with your finger and push down on the little lever, and open it up. Okay. Take this lever, put it right in, twist it down. Okay, put that in. Put your handle right up and actually kind of open it. Put it in. Once you have the door handle in, you'll want to use a couple of small Phillips screws with lock nuts. Okay, and just feed the screws through the handle into the door. Okay, so I got that one in. Reach in behind, hold the screw here, and reach in behind and thread the nut on this side.
Okay, and I'm going to speed up here. I take the second screw, put it through the hole, start the lock nut on the other side, and then might suggest getting a helper, as I do here. He's actually just turning the screwdriver while I hold on to the lock nut on the other side with a wrench.
Okay, now up inside. You want to push your rod up. Push the rod up as high as you can, snap it in place, and then clip on. Make sure the door's unlocked.
Okay, and now carefully put your water shield back in place and stick it on there as best you can.
Okay, put the panel back in. Make sure you feed your switch through the hole in the insulation here. Okay, the clips just go right into the door. Put it in place. Make sure that your lock button goes up and in. Push it against the door and down and on. Okay, pull your switch through.
Okay, and I'll speed up again as I put the 4 screws back in. The 2 longest screws are the ones that go way down at the bottom and right under the door handle, and then the kind of shorter panhead screws go into the door pull. Fast forward again as I put the Phillips screws in and tighten them up for the switch. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.